an open letter to the world. We live our short lives looking for approval, based broadly on a set of unrealistic values and unimportant ideals. Capitalism, communism, socialism, justice, democracy, these are all just words that most of us use but don't understand or have never taken the time to examine in any real depth. We form most of our opinions based on their say. We trust implicitly any information shared by men or women wearing suits, especially if they're also on television. We lack the ability to critically analyze thoughts and concepts. We are quick to defend our strongly held, ill-formed opinions and hide behind free speech until such time as someone else's free speech offends us. We are all racist, but not just racist, we are also separatist. We cling to groups we identify with, either socially or ethnically, and feel a mild mistrust towards outsiders. It's easy with hindsight to see how we can fix other people's problems and offer suggestions regarding what they should have done, and yet we rarely if ever point that insight at ourselves. We have proof that there were weapons of mass destruction. We all want to save the world but secretly believe that there are probably people out there already doing it better than we ever could. We vote with the same mentality we use when buying lottery tickets. I might win, but probably not. We are apathetic when it comes to change but are quick to embrace when it becomes inevitable that we will be left behind. We believe food comes from a supermarket and cheese comes from a can. Most of us struggle all our lives in meaningless jobs adding little or no value to society in the vain hope that by the time we die we will be debt-free and own our own home. We identify ourselves as consumers and yet never stop to examine the effects of our non-renewable consumption. If the world were to suffer a crisis tomorrow that wiped out technology, water, gas and electricity and rendered useless the constructive fiscal policy, how much value will you add to the New World Order? When was the last time you read a book or a piece of text and really learned something, or better still questioned the conclusions? Most of us still believe debate involves two professional liars and a TV studio, and why is it that it's only when we're anonymous that we feel comfortable sharing our true feelings? We're emotionally handicapped and afraid of commitment. Love is a brand name to us, worthy only of being traded or exchanged, or worse still it's the surname of a talentless singer whose first name is Courtney. We only seek to rectify injustice when we perceive ourselves as the victims. We are cynical, self-obsessed, image-conscious, conformist, walking billboards, who know the names of far more actors than Nobel Prize winners or heads of state. Most of us can sing at least 4 bars of the American national anthem despite never having been taught it, yet when asked to perform long division without a calculator we cannot remember a thing. We are all secretly paranoid that everyone else is smarter than we are, so we overcompensate and then worry that someone will ask us a pertinent question. We hide behind our titles and our job descriptions. We only donate to charities when we know someone is looking or we can write it off on tax. We allow ourselves to be manipulated by people with wealth and power and yet resent being compared to a mindless herd. We curse people who cut us off in traffic and complain to our friends and colleagues about all the idiots on the road when, secretly we know that we are guilty of the same idiocy. We point fingers and dispense blame, encourage gossip and spread rumors. Why? Because we are flawed creatures, human, fragile and afraid. We would rather seek fame than knowledge and would rather achieve mediocrity than try and fail to achieve greatness. We are the reason the world is the way it is. We are responsible for poverty and famine, global warming, overfishing and the destruction of rainforests, oil spills, mass extinctions, and the best part is, we're all in this together,